I'll be honest, most of the ones that come to me needing tax prep, they don't even have anything to hand me like a profit and loss statement, like not even an Excel document. So they usually say, hey, I need my taxes done, but what do you need? Because I don't have everything that I need. So then I start giving them the rundown like, hey, what are you using? Do you have Excel? Like, this is what I need so that I can prepare your taxes a lot easier. And not to mention, other businesses that come to me was like, look, I'm not tracking because I'm overwhelmed. Like, I don't even know where to start. Numbers are scary to me and I need some help. So that in other ones, they don't have the time to do it.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Sonja Jones with GIP Financials, your Mr. Miyagi of Money, and this is another episode of From Chaos to Clarity, Unleash Your Business Potential. And you know how we do it here. I'm bringing on people that are giving you real life examples of how their numbers have transformed their business. And today I have someone very special to me, near dear to my heart. She is not just a teammate of mine, but I definitely consider her a friend and a sister. But we're going to talk about her as an entrepreneur in this space. She will be on again once we start talking about GIP as a squad, because she is an intricate member of our squad. But today we are talking to CEO of Legacy Pro Accounting, Mrs. Latasha Phillips. So welcome, Shug.
Hey, what's up?
This is what we do all the time when we are together. We just be laughing for no reason at all. So just be prepared for that for most of this interview.
Right.
So we're gonna talk, Latasha, about Legacy Pro accounting. So just give us, an introduction of Legacy Pro, how you get started with it, and who you
All
serve.
right. Well, so Legacy Pro Accounting, I do provide bookkeeping and tax services for small business owners who are overwhelmed in their business and they're unable to track their numbers. So most of the clients I actually get are salon owners as well as therapists. They come to me needing help in their business. One of the reasons I actually started my business is because a lot of people would come to me just asking me like, hey, do you do taxes, or can you answer some of my accounting questions for me? And Holy Spirit just ended up speaking to me one day. It was like, hey, you just need to start a business. And that's how it was born.
I hope y'all caught some of what Latasha was saying. That's kind of common in our space, in the bookkeeping and accounting space. A lot of prospective clients assume that we also do, taxes and things like that, and just we have to be kind of clear in what we do. But if you have not, I have a video. It's called The Four Financial Roles, just so you're able to distinguish between the bookkeeper, tax preparer, tax planner, and the CPA. So yes, we are always being asked those questions. And especially in Latasha's case, she is a master of both. And so that's why another reason why I love her so much. And so Latasha, when you started Legacy Pro, so it started as a side hustle at first. You were working your full-time job, and then that.
Yes, it actually did. Again, I wasn't really prepared. I'll be honest. I was kind of nervous about it, but I just started doing more research and just trying to figure out the best way to approach actually starting an accounting business. And yeah, I just started as a side hustle.
As you transition from side hustle to full-time business, did you have any goals, or were there any metrics that let you, helped you make that decision from taking Legacy Pro from side hustle to a full-time business?
Say that there were any metrics in particular, but more of an opportunity to actually serve more business owners in our area. Something that happened to where I was in corporate and just things weren't lining up for me. Like, I'm more passionate about being in a small business space to where like my voice can actually be heard. So at that time, it was like, okay, it's time to go full speed ahead with my business.
And especially beginning in 2024, shameless plug, the GIP Financials and Legacy Pro Accounting will be offering a combined tax prep and tax filing services for y'all. So that information will also be in the description below.
Hey now, let's do it. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
right. Because, and that's just another thing, like you were talking about, Latasha, just being able to see an opportunity for your voice to be heard. And just like between the two of us, like you were talking about taxes and how Holy Spirit was just kind of like, hey, girl, I found no taxes, and then us partnering with the bookkeeping and seeing the need for small businesses to have their books organized and just trying to meet people in the middle
Mm-hmm.
to kind of help them get set up for success. So that's what partnership and just really, as a business owner, having your ear to the
Mm-hmm.
ground and learning how to fill in those gaps, right? So, as an accountant, bookkeeper, tax preparer, let's just go ahead and minister to the people, shall we? Can we minister to
Let's
the
do it.
people? So, why do you believe most entrepreneurs need help with tracking their numbers?
Ciao. Well, so I'll be honest. Most of the ones that come to me needing tax prep, they don't even have anything to hand me, like a profit and loss statement, like not even an Excel document. So they usually say, hey, I need my taxes done, but what do you need? Because I don't have everything that I need. So then I start giving them the rundown, like, hey, what are you using? Do you have Excel? Like, this is what I need so that I can prepare your taxes a lot easier. And not to mention, other businesses that come to me was like, look, I'm not tracking because I'm overwhelmed. Like, I don't even know where to start. Numbers are scary to me, and I need some help. So that and other ones, they don't have the time to do it.
Right, exactly. And especially when, and I experienced a lot of that too on the GIP side, where people, just because, the Cash App is bingo, bango, and the
Yeah.
PayPal is like ching, 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 they're like, I know I'm making money. But once we put all that stuff in that document, it's like, girl, where my money?
Because them numbers don't lie.
The numbers do not lie. And that's why we always have to tell our entrepreneurs, say you can't take your numbers personally. You have to start somewhere. That's where kind of like when the light bulb, starts popping, right? Because we always have to, the first part of our ministry and deliverance is
Mm-hmm.
commingling
Yes.
between personal and business finances all the time, right? But once you learn better, that's when you do better. So I know for us, only when we're coaching individuals, right? We just have to kind of pit them up, be like, hey, it's all
Right.
right, it's all right, it's okay,
Yeah. And let them know it's a
you know.
judge free zone. Like we ain't judging you. We're
Exactly.
trying to help you.
Right. We're trying to
Hmm.
help you. Right. Exactly. Exactly. So, as a CEO, let's kind of switch it. As a CEO, how are you investing in yourself?
Well, so one way I do invest in myself is honestly taking time to rest, which is kind of hard at times. But in order to continue to grow and thrive in my business, I have to just take a step back at times and be like, look, I need to, take some self care for myself. But I also do a lot of reading, whether it's something for the IRS, watching different webinars. Just make sure that I'm investing in the knowledge that I need in order to continue to help the clients.
Right. Exactly. One of the most recent things that we were talking about was the Corporate
Hmm.
Transparency Act. And Latasha and I especially do a lot of collaboration together, just the things that she's seeing, on online and in social media, things that I'm seeing. And that's how we also serve our clients, as far as, the things that we are seeing in those topics, how they're going to eventually affect our clients and what we need to tell them ahead of time. to set them up for success. So yeah, just make sure if you guys are looking for a financial professional, just check their social media to see kind of what they're putting out there to educate people, right? And then if you ask them about certain things that you see on social media, see if they, respond and how they, answer or approach your questions, right? Because let's just be honest too, like some of those questions may be outside of their scope, depending on
Mhm.
who they're serving, niche wise and things like that. So we do want to be fair, right, in those things. So yes, and thank you, Latasha, because rest is an
Mhm.
investment, and I'm still learning that. And she and the rest of my team all be giving me the side eye because and Rico and my husband. Like, you don't rest. Yeah,
Gotcha.
so I got
We
to do
doing
that.
well.
Yeah, because what we do, yeah, it takes a lot of
Hmm.
brain power.
Exactly.
A lot of brain power. And so, you have to make sure that you're, kind of like with the cell phone, you gotta charge it up.
Exactly. That's why I told you what
Right.
recharge because we're about to be busy.
Right. We about to be busy, Doc. Tax season right around the corner. It's like this. Hey, big
Right.
head, is that you, player? Right. Player from the Himalaya. Just like that. I tell you. All right. So we talked about, how you're investing in you. How are you investing in Legacy Pro account?
Um, so one of the ways that I invest in my business is like the different technologies that I use or the different softwares that I use to help my business run more efficient. Like I'm looking at different like workflows, like document vaults, anything that is going to help make the client experience a lot better. Those are the different types of things
Mhm.
that I'm investing in.
Right. Absolutely. And just to piggyback on what you were talking about, some things that we have been talking about with the tax thing, like what softwares need to be in place to make sure that both of us are functioning properly. What platforms will allow us to communicate to each other within that one
Hmm.
space, things
Right.
like that. You got to, and you're not going to be able to, do those things well unless you're constantly communicating with each other and stuff
Hmm.
like that. Yeah, because, and then another thing, with our mentor, Sean Strickland, like building the plane as you fly. That's kind of one of the things I know for me in this process while we're trying to, navigate tax filing and bookkeeping is that there are going to be some things that we hadn't thought
Right.
about and we won't know it until they come
Hmm.
up. But we just got to, you can't beat yourself up because you didn't think about
Right.
those things, you know. So yeah, that's for
That's
me.
for you.
That's it. And I want to put it on record on the podcast. So see, entrepreneurs, like this is like we talk about from chaos to clarity. You still have to just put things out
Hmm.
there and refine it as you go,
Right.
right? Because if you're meeting the need of the client and they want what you have, it doesn't matter. They're gonna trust you because at the end of the day, you're still the expert,
Exactly.
you know. Right. You had something you wanted to say about
I
that, Tasha?
did. I was just saying that, like, for me, even with the process I have, like, there was something, it's only been a couple months, and I'd be like, no, I need something better than this because, I'm like, I feel like I found a better, I know what I need. Like, the more you go through the process,
Mhm.
the more you realize, okay, this is the functionality that I need to have in my business. So you move from there and actually start looking for something else that's going to help your job be a lot easier. And I also think about what the client needs. And if they're on the other end of what I'm trying to do, I need it to be a seamless process for them. So that's what I was going to
Right.
say is just trying to figure out again what's going to make this process a lot easier for the both of us on both ends.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is you're constantly keeping your ear to the
Mhm.
ground. And then if you notice any trends, right? Because if the clients are doing any particular are hitting the same roadblocks, then there's something we need to come back to the table and try to hash
Mhm.
out. Yep. So as we wrap up, right? So I wanted to ask, one more question. And like I said, because this is from chaos to clarity, I hope that you guys got a lot of good feedback, some inspiration from Latasha. Because even in with us in our space with bookkeeping slash accounting slash taxes, right? We're still learning and growing as entrepreneurs, and the numbers that we help you guys with, we also have to, make sure that we're maintaining things, and learning things and learning how those numbers are applicable to our businesses as well, right? So last question, Latasha. So why is it essential? This is for the entrepreneurs out there. Why is it essential for entrepreneurs to track their numbers in their business?
Well, number one reason is so you know how your business is performing. Like you can't measure what you don't track. And another
Mhm.
reason is so by the time you come to me, I'm gonna be able to prepare your taxes off of a profit and loss statement. And it's gonna make the tax prep process a lot easier. Like you won't be stressed, you won't be overwhelmed. You're gonna come to me ready and like, hey, all I got, here's my stuff. Let me upload this or let me send this to you. And it's gonna be a
Mhm.
stress-free time for the both of us.
Absolutely. So you guys heard it here again, right? You guys have to make sure that you, for 2024, if you haven't done this already, make the decision now. Like, I want to invest and make sure that my numbers are straight. And if you're not comfortable doing it, make sure that you hire somebody to do that for you. Again, GIP Financials and Legacy Pro Accounting are here for you to get your numbers in position. We'll have some information in the description so you can learn more about our tax prep and tax filing service. So we will help you get your numbers organized. And then from there, we'll take those numbers and give them to Latasha so she can file your taxes as well, federal and state, right? If state taxes apply to you. So what you waiting for? We're here for you to take you up from chaos to clarity. Right. So Latasha, thank you again for hanging out with us. We appreciate you as always. I told you we're gonna have you on again when we talk about the
Okay.
squad.
Thank you.
Yep. No problem. And I'm your host again, Sonja Jones of GIP Financials, your Mr. Miyagi of Money. Take care, y'all. We'll see you on the next episode.